I know that the movie was part autobiographical. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
I was a jazz drummer myself, and so it was a world that I knew. I had a tough teacher. I wrestled with some of these questions about kind of art versus life. So it was a very personal thing to write, but at the end of the day, you give it to the actors and they make it their own.
Now, it's not the first film that you've done about kind of musical psychotics, is it? Grand Piano, of course, was kind of very claustrophobic as well. Is this something that sort of strikes with you and hits home?
I do like the idea. When I was a drummer, the emotion I felt the most was fear. It wasn't joy. It wasn't sort of self-expression. It was fear. So I guess that's always interesting to me, that paradox that music should be so liberating and freeing and fun, but it can also feel so anxiety-inducing. So both with Grand Piano and with this, it's a little bit deals with that paradox.
For sure. And I always wonder, because of course this film's been critically acclaimed. I mean, you obviously sat down to write that film. How close to your initial vision is the film now that's finished?
It's very close. Specifics changed, the script changed, but my initial vision of it, my hope for it, is very close to what's on the screen, which I just feel really lucky. I feel lucky that that's the case. I was able to make the movie I wanted without creative compromise. I was able to cast the people I wanted. So I just got lucky all around. So
I sort of imagine that a lot of people kind of make these films and then they sit down, they watch them, and you kind of lose sight of what it's like, and it gets panned by critics. So do you kind of get to the end, look at it, and think, oh, I don't know if that's what I wanted?
Yeah, you always have those moments of self-doubt. Actually, if you don't, you're probably not, you're probably not pushing yourself, So, yeah, during the entire time, I was always worried that things were falling apart. But at least I knew I had great people around me. I had Miles, I had JK, I had a great editor, a great DP. So when you have a really good team, at least you know that even if you screw up, you've got it's a collaborative medium, fundamentally. So that was important.
So Grand Piano was here last year, Whiplash this year. What's next, and what do you enjoy about coming to London?
I love London. I wish I could go here more often. I'm doing the next movie with Miles in the spring, back in LA. So hopefully we can sort of come back here with that. We'll see.